Morning. 6 years ago today, I finished walking the Amazon, the 9th of August 2010. So much has happened since that day. It's extraordinary, most of it positive. We've been racing down these roads because I'd messed up navigationally. I thought that on the map I thought I thought that a disused telegraph pylon was a road, and it wasn't. It was just this line of brambles and thorns and razor grass and all this horrible nasty stuff that we were having to cut through with machetes. And eventually when we did spill out onto this road network, we were late, massively late. We'd got a flights booked. We were meant to come back at a certain date. It was meant to be on Blue Peter and the One Show and loads of really fun things like that. And then I think we had about 21 hours to go, and we'd still got 85 kilometers to walk. It was ridiculous. And I said to Joe, I'm utterly exhausted. I need to lie down. I need to have a rest. And he said, it stopped me and said, gay. And it's like, Joe, I'm not being gay, I promise you. And eventually I thought I had this, basically I ripped my clothes off. I was itching everywhere, and I had this like a nettle sting rash all over my body. And I ripped my shirt off and I was itching like mad, and I was going a bit bonkers, and eventually I passed out with my head in the road. And apparently I was out cold for about 20 minutes, and Joe eventually acknowledged that we probably did need to have a little bit of a rest at that point when I came round. So we had a couple of hours sleep, and I think with about 19 hours to go, we then set off to complete the remaining 85 kilometers, and we walked all the way through the day, all the way through the night. And then as the sun came up, these journalists from Reuters and CNN and Associated Press sort of descended on us, and we just started floating down the street. It was extraordinary. And you know when you're by the seaside, and you can tell you're by the seaside before you actually get there, because you can smell the salt in the air. And then we could hear the sounds of the waves crashing, and then Joe and I literally rounded this corner and saw the Atlantic Ocean stretched out in front of us. It was amazing. And we grinned at each other, shrugged off our rucksacks and just legged it down the beach. Also instinctively, and I know I've told this story many times before, we started holding hands as we ran down the beach. And I just thought that was rather typical, wasn't it? That the one day that the world's media is looking at you, the 9th of August 2010, and you're holding hands skipping down the beach. The best day, almost, I reckon. A couple of people might be annoyed with me by saying that, of my life.